Hello and a big welcome to the Century 2022 batch. We are calling it the Century 22 batch, and this will prepare students of ICSE class 10 in the history and civics paper, right? So the entire history and civics paper will be covered exhaustively as part of the Century 22 batch. Now, we had launched the Century batch for the 2021 batch. And you would find another video which contains testimonials by students of that batch. So you will get an idea about what exactly to expect, how it helped them, right? So you could take a look at that. Now, yours will be the second batch who will take the Century batch. Now, this batch is for 10 to 11 months, right? Till your examinations get over, hopefully in the month of March 2022. So this batch will be live till then. Now let me address the frequently asked questions that students ask, that parents ask. So I'm putting all of that in this video so that you take a look at this video and only then decide whether you want to enroll to this particular batch or not, right? Take an informed decision always, whether it is for decisions like this, or whether it's decisions like buying something, or whether it is decisions like going to vote in an election. Always make an informed decision, right? First, why is it called the Century batch? Because I do believe that it is possible to score a century in the history civics paper, that is scoring an 80 on 80. That I do believe is possible, right? So that's how we have come to the name of this particular batch, calling it the Century batch, because I do believe many of my students have scored a century, right? And I do believe each one of you can also do that. 80 on 80 is the target, not even 78 or 79 on 80, right? Okay, so we'll start from there. Now, what will we get as part of this course? The entire course material, and I've been speaking to many students as well as teachers who are following the 2021 syllabus that was prescribed by the ICSE, right? And since this year is also likely to be online classes to a large extent, most teachers believe that it will be the reduced course material that will be followed even for the 2022 board examination. So I am in this batch, I'm putting the reduced syllabus, which was the 2021 reduced syllabus. But in case the council decides that no, we will do the entire syllabus, in which case we will kind of put in the rest of the material also, not an issue. Initially, I thought I will wait till the council announces the syllabus, but we do not know how long they will take. And if they announce it only in July, we lose precious months, right? So we are going ahead and putting out based on the 2021 reduced syllabus. But as I said, in case अगर वे decide करते हैं कि पूरा सिलेबस इसमें होगा तो बाकी का मटेरियल भी डाल दिया जाएगा, उसमें कोई दिक्कत नहीं है, not an issue at all. Will notes be provided? Yes, notes will be provided, and my notes are extremely crisp notes which will really help you in revision. If you listen to the video and then you go through the notes, it helps you make a quick second revision. That's extremely helpful. So you should listen to the video, read the chapter in your textbook, whichever textbook you follow, and then read the notes. That should be ideally the order in which you should go. Will it make history and civics interesting? Well, if you've seen my videos on the YouTube channel, see, I have a particular way of dealing with history and civics. History, I deal with it like it's a story. I am telling you a story, एक कहानी बता रहा हूं. All those seniors who tell you कि history को रटना पड़ता है, please ignore those seniors. You do not need to mug up aspects of history. If you read it like a story, understand it like a story of something which happened 50 years, 100 years, 200 years ago, and read it accordingly, provided you are focused on the chapter. The brain is a supercomputer. Each one of you is the owner of a supercomputer. You will remember it, right? If you read it 4 times, 6 times, you will remember it. This computer will memorize that particular aspect, that particular fact, right? So you do not really need to mug up history. Understand it like a story. Remember it like a story. It will be a smooth ride. When it comes to civics, because I'm a journalist, I also relate it to the politics of the country, right? So you're able to understand it in the context of modern India, chapters like Parliament, Supreme Court, President, Prime Minister, etc. If you are able to relate it to the politics, what you're seeing around us, and that's what I deal with. A lot of students ask me doubts and linking it to what happened, say 20 years ago, 30 years ago, and that makes it easy, right? When you're able to say, okay, this happened, this is written in the constitution, right? But this happened because of this another provision in the constitution. And since I have an understanding of political science and experience of covering politics and governments, it becomes easier for me to relate to it. So again, civics is not rocket science, it's pretty easy. So if you are part of the Century batch, rest assured, I give my guarantee, it will be a smooth ride. Okay. So is an 80 on 80 pakka? Yes and no. Yes, from my side, I think it's a pakka. It will happen. But it can happen only if we work together. You and I together. It cannot be that I do my bit of the work and you're not willing to put in the effort. Just paying the fees for the Century batch will not get you an 80 on 80. You need to subsequently work on the material we give and study regularly, be part of the live classes, be part of whatever doubt solving sessions we have. Ensure that you are able to see all the videos, look at the notes, make good use of it. 80 on 80 is a guarantee. Okay. Now, which books will be followed? A combination of 3 books is what I follow. Morning Star, together with an OSWAL, right? See, unlike CBSE, which has one NCERT book, right? ICSE does not prescribe a book. So different schools follow different books. I do believe that the Morning Star edition is pretty good, right? Together with has a lot of information which is outside the syllabus, but I find it quite comprehensive. And OSWAL is a more of an exam oriented thing, right? But I rely mainly on Morning Star with a bit of inputs from here and there, plus what I know myself, which is outside of any of these textbooks. History is something where you can always put in more information, right? On any aspect. World War I, for instance, what happened in the World War, there will be lots of aspects. Since there is no prescribed kind of book, so different authors give different kind of information. So you don't really need to get worked up or worried or fret over that. We will ensure that whatever is the relevant information, you will get it. I have taught from this book for my daughter who scored at 100 on 100. For the 2020 batch, many students scored at 10% in that. So rest assured, you are in good hands. You don't really need to get worked up on that. Will these be recorded sessions or live sessions? A combination of both. The initial videos will all be recorded so that you know in crisp manner what is happening. Once we finish publishing all the recorded videos, giving you all the notes, there will be test sessions. During this period, on the chat box, you can keep asking any doubts that you may have. Subsequently, as we go nearer to the examinations, we will have live sessions in which we kind of solve doubts. We will go chapter by chapter so that we go through every chapter in a very clinical manner so that there is absolutely no doubt as far as section A or section B is concerned or any aspect of any chapter of either civics or history. Will we be given test papers? Yes, you will be given test papers. That is a hallmark of this particular course. There will be a test papers, there will be quizzes which I would urge you to take part in so that you are constantly tested on whether the understanding, especially, and this is specific to his civics, on whether you are able to understand the nuances of, say, the Constitution of India, on how the parliamentary democracy works, etc. Will I get an instant reply to messages? No. See, whoever is joining this batch should remember that they would get a reply within 24 hours. It's a single man operation. You would get a reply within 24 hours. Please do not spam, because don't expect that the moment you send a question, there will be somebody, only a bot can do that. I am not a bot. Okay, so you will get a reply within 24 hours for sure, clarification of doubts. In case I miss out any question, please send a reminder after 24 hours, no issue at all. But don't keep spamming, saying that I've sent you a doubt, you have not replied. Don't put the same thing in the group mail, in an individual mail, don't put it all over the place. Let it be a clean kind of a communication. Trust me, everyone's doubts will be clarified. It's in your interest, it's in my interest. Okay, so let's have that kind of a relationship. Can the videos be downloaded? Can the notes be printed? The material can be accessed within the app. Okay, but it cannot be downloaded on your phone, right? Notes cannot be printed, and that's because the course material has been prepared not just for the Century batch but for all the other batches. A lot of effort has gone into it. I've spent a lot of man hours preparing these notes, writing these notes. Okay, so we cannot have people taking printouts and making money on it, right? So please do not join and then complain कि notes download नहीं हो रहे हैं और print नहीं हो रहे हैं. The previous batch also managed with this because the notes are very crisp. You actually don't need to. You can either write it in your own language, which is even better because then you are actually revising it while you are writing it. Okay, many students did that last year. Now, why did we do this? Why didn't we allow printing of notes or downloading of the videos or the material? And that was because of one Mishra ji from Uttar Pradesh who had joined the Ashwin batch in 2021, and he also runs a Telegram channel. He also runs a YouTube channel. He's a student himself is what I gather. Now he took screenshots of the notes and offered it to a Telegram channel for a price, right? I have the entire screenshots of the entire communication between him and the persons who operate that particular Telegram channel. Mishra ji was removed from the group, from the batch, and though I had spoken to the cyber crime cell of Uttar Pradesh police, we did not pursue the police case because at that time we were more focused on the examinations and doing good as far as the students was concerned, and we really did not want our mind to be diverted by all these kind of extraneous things. But I want to tell you this time, if anyone does it this time, there will be an FIR filed with the cybercrime cell, irrespective of which state that particular student or teacher is, whoever is a member of this batch. There will be an FIR filed. The legal team will take action. That's a promise. Okay, so let's do it honestly, in the interest of everyone concerned out here, right? Can I access the videos on laptop? No, all the material will be accessible on your Android phone. This is not available on laptop for the same reasons. Class Plus, which has built this app, is trying to have an iOS version also, and I'll let you know the details. What's really the USP of this course? Why should you join this course? I mean, logical question, right? Notes and videos are one thing, that's there. But I really believe the real USP of this course are the personal tips and the personal interaction that I have with each and every student of the Century batch or any batch that you are part of. You cannot copy that anywhere. You cannot emulate that anywhere. So that, I believe, is the real value addition as far as this particular batch or any batch that we offer on this app is concerned. But the important question, who should not join this batch? Who should not join? I don't want everyone to join. Let me make that also very clear, because this is not a money-making exercise for us. If you are one of those that just joining the batch will get me a 90 on 100 or a 95 on 100, it will not happen. As I said, unless you put in that effort, you and I cannot improve. We need to work together in order to improve. So only those who are willing to make that effort should join this particular course. I strongly urge you, do not waste your parents' money. If you are a parent and listening to this, please ask your child whether he or she is willing to put in that effort, and only if he or she says that he or she is willing to put in that effort, put the money on the table. Don't spend your money on this course or any course, and I'm saying this straight. Do not do that unless the student is willing to put in that effort. Otherwise, it becomes a pointless exercise for the student, for you, and for me. Okay, that's something which I wanted to say, because we really want students to achieve academic and personal excellence, right? As I said, this is not just to, it's not a money-making exercise of any sort. Can we talk with other batchmates? Yes, and I think that's something very good. The chat box is a feature on the app. And last time, I think the students did very well. They even formed a WhatsApp or a Telegram group subsequently, students of the Ashwin batch. And there they share their own school examination paper. So you get access to question papers of various subjects, not just of history, civics, physics, maths, biology, geography, of various subjects from different schools, not just in your city, but from, if I'm a student from, say, Hyderabad who has joined this particular course, I get access to question papers on, say, biology or maths prepared by a school in, say, Lucknow or Jaipur or Srinagar or Delhi. That is something very good, and I encourage students to talk with each other. Absolutely no issues, right? But the only condition is there should be no bullying, no abuse, no communal comment that should be made on this chat box. Anyone does that will be removed. So anyone found doing anything illegal like copying of notes or downloading will be removed. Anyone indulging in any kind of slanderous remark or any bullying or any abuse will be removed. Let that be, that Lakshman Rekha should not be crossed. How can I improve in civics? Read newspapers, understand politics. It will really help. It will really help. By when will the syllabus be completed? Our aim is to complete it definitely by August, September. September definitely, as far as this revised syllabus is concerned. In case by July or August they say that no full syllabus will be done, then it may take a little more time to kind of get in the other stuff also, record those videos again. So that may kind of extend it by a month or so. So we will play it by the year as we proceed. Where can we access content on the app? The store icon that you see, that is the main gateway. Everything, all the content will be in that store icon. The videos, the test papers, the notes, everything will be there in that store icon. So the moment you press it, ignore that batch code. The batch code has got nothing to do with you. It is for, people who almost run schools on these apps, which is not what we are doing. So store is where you get all the content, as I said, videos, notes, and all the test series papers. So welcome to the Century 22 batch. I do hope it will be an enjoyable and fruitful journey. Thank you very much for watching.